Hello everyone, welcome back to Snap's Let's Learn Academy. In previous lecture we had discussed operating system services. We had 9 operating system services in previous lecture. In this lecture we will understand the user and operating system interface. In user and operating system interface we have 3 fundamental approaches. One provides a command line interface, which is also called command interpreter, that allows the user to directly enter the commands to perform by the operating system. So we have the first one, the command line interface, or which is also called as CLI environment. Our operating system works on two environments. The first one is CLI environment, second is the GUI environment. But here we are saying that there are 3 fundamental approaches we have. Means there is a first one is command line interface, which is also called command interpreter, and the second one is graphical user interface, right? So graphical user interface or GUI. But here we are saying that the other two allows the user to interface with operating system via GUI. Means as we are talking about, there are 3 fundamental approaches we have for the interface, user and operating system interface. One provides the command line interface, so user can directly enter the commands and they may perform the operations, whatever the operation or task want to perform by the user, that can be entered directly to the operating system via commands. We will understand what is command line interface and how these commands entered to be performed by the operating system. Other two allows the user interface. Other two means one is GUI, another one is touchscreen. Graphical user interface GUI and other one is touchscreen. We will understand all these 3. So almost all operating system have the user interface. So user interface as shown, there are 3 figures we have. One is GUI, this is also GUI, this is also GUI, but this one is the CLI, command line interface. So whatever the command is there, that command has to be issued by the user and operating system directly execute those commands. So that is the command line interface. Other one is graphical user interface or GUI. So we use these this kind of start button. When you click, you will be getting a menu. When you click on the icon, double click, single click or right click, you will be performing the different operations with these icons, these options, menus, etc. So these are the graphical representation, so user can interact with the system with the help of these graphics. Hence this is called graphical user interface. Whereas the second mode or the second environment of the operating system is the command line interface. So user can issue the commands, write the commands, and that should be in a line, and then only the interface takes between user and the computer hardware. The third user interface is touchscreen interface. So nowadays we are using tablets, mobile, smartphones. So smartphone, tablets are having this touchscreen interface. You are using so many apps as shown in this figure. So this is the Apple mobile screen we have. So we are having so many apps. So by touching the screen we can open, scrolling down, scrolling up, we can scrolling the page, scrolling the menus or its options or by apps, etc. Okay, let us understand one by one what is mean by this command line interface or command interpreter. The CLI allows the user to directly enter the command. So what is mean by commands? So commands are nothing but we want to create a file. So for creating a file, I need to issue the command. I need to write the command. For example, in MS-DOS, I will write copycon and then the file name fn file name. So what happens, the copycon is the command, and by entering the command I can perform some task or operation in the operating system. So I am creating a new file, that is file name fn. Okay, so I want to view the contents of the existing file. I will use the type command, right? So I will issue these commands or enter these command in the command prompt of the DOS. So some OS includes the command interpreter in the kernel, and others such as Windows XP, Unix treat the command interpreter as a special program. On system with multiple command interfaces or interpreters, to choose from, the interpreters are known as shells. Means we have one system but we have multiple command interpreters. Then we have to choose from the interpreters, right? We have to choose from the interpreters which interpreter we are using. So that command interpreter is a shell, like born shell, C shell, born again shell, which is called bash, corn shell, etc. So these are the command interpreters which interprets the command, means which executes the commands, which are called shells. So this is the first environment. Now let us have the example of the DOS. So I am opening the DOS. So this is my desktop screen. I am using this text box, search box, typing the CMD, opening the command prompt, right? So right now I have opened this command prompt. Let me type cd ... cd ... to change the directory. And when you issue the dir command, you can find the list of files, directories, and dir/p shows you a page by page directories. Now you can observe this is the file, and dir is written in front of the name, which is a directory. Sample.txt is the file name, right? Sample.txt, turbo.zip, recovery.txt, right? So mdssv. So if I type mdssv, I can create a directory, that is mean by folder. cdssv, I can enter into the ssv directory and issue the dir command to find number of files and directories. So I am writing copycon bca.txt. So I am creating bca.txt file here. So copycon is the command by which I can create the text file in MS-DOS. So I am typing in the file operating system services. So anything which you want to write in this file, you can write. The file name is bca.txt. To create the bca.txt, for creating a new file, I have issued a command copycon. Once your typing gets over, so you can simply press a control key and press the Z key. Like I am typing some of the text in this file. Once I complete all my writing in the file, I can simply press Ctrl Z. Press the enter, one file is copied, means created. Now dir command, you can find 2 directories and 1 file. So one file name is bca.txt, 149 bytes. So the size of the file is 149 bytes. Okay. And we are right now in SSV directory. Now to come out from SSV directory, you can simply type cd dot dot. Now I am issuing type command, so type bca.txt. I want to know what has been written in the bca.txt. So if any existing file you need to open, you can simply write the type. Now I am changing the file name bca.txt to bba.txt with the help of ren command. Now issue the dir command. Now you can see there is no bca.txt. Now there is a bba.txt file in SSV directory. Okay. So simply you bca.txt, you can't find that file. Okay. Okay, now like this you can issue the commands, you can create the directory. Directory is nothing but a folder. SSV folder is created. In that I have created bba.txt file. So type txt, type bba.txt file name. So you are getting a text which is there in the file. Del command to delete the bba.txt. Now 0 files because bba.txt file is deleted. Cd dot dot, come out from SSV directory. Now if I use the same del command for the directory SSV, and when I press the enter key, right, so del is used to delete the file. I am issuing the same command del SSV. Are you sure? Yes. But after that also, if I type cd space SSV, now I am entering into SSV directory, means I have not deleted, means the del command didn't delete it, but with the help of rd I can delete it. Now you can see cd space SSV, if I type, I can't get that file, right? So this is how you can use this command line interface. Now right now whatever the screen you are observing on your screen is the desktop. These are the icons. When you double click, you will be getting application of that icon gets open. You will be having so many options, icons, labels, names, images, menus. When you click on a particular menu or a tab, you will be getting a different ribbons with different tools. So this is the graphical user interface, right? So CLI and GUI, both the examples we have just observed. So second is the graphical user interface, right? So second strategy for interfacing with the operating system through a user-friendly graphical user interface or GUI. So this is the graphical user interface. So this graphical user interface provides the menus, options, buttons, drop-down or drop-down menus, or this concatenated menus, and these different tools. By clicking on these tools, these icons, you can open any application or you can perform any operation which you want to perform, right? So every icon is having a application. So if you click on this recycle bin, all the files which you have been deleted from your computer will be stored in recycle bin. So you can find any file which you knowingly or unknowingly is deleted from your computer is available in recycle bin. So double click and open that recycle bin to check whether your deleted by defaultly deleted file is there or not. So if there, so you can restore also. Like other icons are available, so with the help of those icon also you can open the various applications and you can perform the various operation with the graphical user interface. So this is the second strategy for interfacing with the operating system. The third one is, it is also graphical user interface, but we are not using any IO devices. Both IO devices is your screen. Your screen work like a output device, output screen, and also it takes the input, right? Because either the command line interface or mouse or keyboard system is impractical for most mobile systems. So we can't issue any command line kind of commands, or we can't use any mouse or keyboard to enter the values in the mobile systems. We use the keyboard, but that on screen keyboard, right? Mouse, we won't have the mouse, our fingertip become a mouse here. We can scroll up, scroll down, we can move the icons, images, etc. with the help of our fingertip. So all the smartphones, handheld, tablet, computer typically use the touchscreen interface. Here user interact by making gestures on the touchscreen, for example pressing and swiping the fingers across the screen. So pressing means if you want to open, you can simply click, press on that icon, the icon gets open. You want to swipe across the screen, so you can use your finger to swipe it. Although earlier smartphones included a physical keyboard, most smartphones, physical keyboard means keypad, most smartphones and tablet now simulate a keyboard on touch screen. So we are getting on screen keyboards. So earlier we were having the physical keyboard. Physical means we were having the touch keypad kind of mobile phones to operate or type the contents. Okay, so this is the third interface what we have. Okay, hope you understood this concept. Like, share and comment and subscribe my channel for the latest videos. So thank you for watching.